Welcome back once again to the horror game where we are the monster, Vampyr. Excuse me, I am full of gas. Of course, my name's Bobby. And previously, what did we do? We found out that we are indeed a vampire. We might have murked our sister just a little bit. That wasn't very good or very nice of us. What else did we do? I don't know. We saved a dude from dying. So that was kind of nice of us. We did not embrace somebody. We instead, got them medical attention. And we're going to still be messing around in Vampyr. So we're going to continue from the chapter, Take Me to Hospital. So we are going to be going to Hospital. And I would like to say, good evening. How is everybody? How is everybody this new year? This is the second stream of the new year. Thankfully. Let's run. Alright, well that's locked. We can't really.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you.
Alright, okay, yeah, we spoke with, Rakesh Chadana.
Please show me what you have to sell. Of course.
Alright, what does Rakesh have to sell us?
But I'm sure they can be useful.
So he has codeine, opium, and a formula. Thank you, Rakesh. Anything over here? Nothing. So, what about here? What are you? Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza. Spread by droplets sprayed from nose or throat. Do not cough. Wow. That's pretty pertinent. Even today. Hold on. Trying to control with one hand because I want to take a sippy sip. Hospital's full. That's unfortunate. So, we need to go to our office on the second floor. Okay. Apologize when you're feeling better, you say. Oh boy, we got 4 glass vials of mystery juice.
Like a book.
I can just loot this stuff. Alright, who are you?
Evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Mood.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means
Oh, I
both
see.
arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Oh, buddy. Oh, I already feel for this dude. Damn it, Harvey. Damn it, Harvey. Man.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie
Excuse
to you
me.
about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are
Yup.
you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Yeah, that's actually pretty true. He's just some regular dude, so we could mesmerize him pretty easily. I don't want to take a bite out of this man now. We don't have enough hints.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I'll not let you down, my boy.
This place is fucked.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival.
Oh, this man does not trust
Waverly
us.
Aykroyd. Welcome aboard, I
Whoops,
suppose.
hit my
Does
mic.
my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Aykroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
He makes a lot of good sense. Ah, he's strong of mind. I see.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Aykroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Ah.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Maybe we were a clout chaser. Interesting.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Oh, I respect Dr. Aykroyd. He is a consummate professional, as they say. I don't know if that's a fair description. Waverly disapproves of modern medicine methods. I feel like it should be Waverly disapproves of experimentation without consent. Well, I guess that is a modern practice at this time. So, all right.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say
Careless.
we're here.
I don't.
Modern.
If you,
Doctors.
I know
Oh,
there is no need.
that is.
Well,
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed.
uh-oh. What was that about? Huh. Why did it do that?
But your motive, is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr.
I only want want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Interesting. It did save a lot
This
of
is
lives.
ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Interesting.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can
Respect.
at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
That's good.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
That's good. That's like good shit.
I will not let you down, my boy.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Alright. We have
Thank you,
already
Nurse Crane.
spoken to Nurse Crane. Fantastic.
My sweet girl. Like a boy. Never let you down.
Wow. Full to the brim with dudes.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Oh, that's funny.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Oh,
I'll give you some advice, but understand that nothing beats practical experience, which can be exhausting and solitary work.
Of course, sir. And don't worry, I will never allow myself to be a burden, neither to you nor this hospital.
Oh, this man might be a kiss-up.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me my
Interesting.
method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Alright, does this... Yeah, this is fine for audio quality. Sorry, had to check that.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Alright, local investigations. Interesting. Research at the pharmacy.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
I mean, that is a very good point, but it's also like, he doesn't want to violate, you know, human rights by doing unknown medical testing, because that's a violation of your rights. You know. Oh, we're already getting into it. We're already getting into it. This is that good horror. Slow burn.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Oh.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Yeah, what is his story?
Diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh. Oh no, Harv. Well, did learn that.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
You know, even if he is willing to do experiments without a patient's knowledge, like, that's... He's just like, I'm doing it because they're people, and they deserve to be helped. What an interesting character.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
What an interesting character. Kinda into this.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Doc.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me.
Oh no.
Now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Oh no. Harvey.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh no. So, oh, he didn't cause her death, but her worrying about him, oh my god, that's awful. Oh, Harvey.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Oh, Harvey.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army.
3 years ago, okay.
Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Oh no.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Oh, Harvey. Harvey, no.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Oh, Harvey. Can I give him a hug?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
Is there a button that I can hug Harvey? It's so messed up.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Alright, where's that other doctor?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr.
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Wow, this man is shorter than us.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Oh.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh my god, he's so good. It's just like... Oh my god, this is so good. It's just like... I will not risk a man's life. And it's like, they're both humanist, too. Oh my god, it's so good.
I really hope you're right about this, Dr. Ackroyd. I'm trusting your judgment on this.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
So good.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my god, the storytelling in this game is already fantastic. Oh, I can't talk to you. Oh, I can talk to you.
Good evening, miss. I'm
Oh
Dr.
my
Reed,
god.
the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital.
Ma'am, you're...
And who are you?
You look
Your
exhausted.
name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Ah! Is she?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is
This is funny.
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Maybe she needs a blood transfusion.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or
Hmm.
in your case, a vampire.
I wonder if she is a vampire.
Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Yeah, honestly, a little bit.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe
Hmm.
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Hmm. Okay.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Be a shame if I were an immortal, huh?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
Oh, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Hmm.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activity.
All right. Right on.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
Oh,
Dr. Swansea.
that's the quartermaster's girl.
In this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Ugh. Fair enough. She has 3 mesmerize resistance. Fair enough.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever.
Oh.
Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse?
Mm-hmm.
What if in the end, nobody was spared?
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
That's a good point.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ooh. Milton's reputation sucks. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, boy.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Sure he's not.
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I
have
will
no intention
absolutely
of
not.
reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Ma'am, you know what? I respect it. Pippa, I respect it. You could probably do better than Milton, but I mean, you know what? There's something that you see in him that our boy Jonathan does not understand.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
The daily routine.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face.
Oh.
No. I don't think you can help me.
Oh,
Dr.
buddy.
Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off.
Oh.
But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Oh, Thomas.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars. If you get my drift.
Ooh.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
I wonder if this is PTSD.
Who is treating you?
Oh,
Is
Thomas.
someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem
Oh.
worried.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
This man's broken. And you can tell that by his mesmerized score. Like, and what he's saying, especially. But, like, this man, face blown up by artillery, feels like he's forgotten about. You might be the first person that's spoken to him in a long while. He might be suffering from PTSD. Like, holy shit.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Whew. I mean, that is true. Officers don't fight the same war as the ground soldiers, so...
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Aww.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Oh, God. That's heavy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
pain. It's here again.
Good evening,
I need blood, Doc.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, I'm not like Doctor.
Aww.
I'll leave you.
Aww. Oh, dang.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Oh, Mr. Hampton. Oh, wow, yeah, we can't touch this man.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us.
Yep.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Thank you, Father Sean. You're a real one.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here.
Oh.
This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Good for him.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
You know, he's actually right, though. Your body will produce more blood. It just takes a while.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Ooh.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Oh, Sean.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Ah.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
He makes a good point, honestly.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Aww.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Aww. That's
you
cute.
Do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
You know, he's right. You know what, Milton?
Goodbye, Milton.
Milton, I'm, like, being an asshole is one thing.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
If only I was young again. Just a dozen years or so.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Dr. Tim.
Thank you, Dr. Tippett. Alright, well, we have that one side quest.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
No, I didn't know that was Nurse Brannigan. Alright, where do I need to go? Take me to... Oh, I need to go down by the docks. Poplar Farborough.
It's locked, all right.
Oof. Who are these guys?
A leech! A leech! Watch it! It's a kid!
Alright, give me my goo back, sir. Oh. So these guys are definitely stronger than I am. Alright, well. Well. These guys are definitely stronger than I am. Wow.
Best turn around if I were you. Stop, there's one of them! Watch yourselves!
Give me iframes. Alright, give me your goo. Alright. Use them up blood. Do not get a lot of experience from these dudes. So I need to keep that in mind. Oh, hello. Oh, well. First death. Let's go. You have been defeated. Well. Oh, good. Oh, no. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying, Squirtle. Oh, I'm dying, Squirtle. I don't want to use the blood of my citizens, though. I don't have a reason to feed on any of these dudes. If I'm being real here. I need blood. No, stop it. Give me the mind frames. Give me that goo. Okay. Heal. All right. Okay. Now we're doing it. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so this guy can definitely... split himself off. Okay, listen, sir, you ate half of my juice. Alright, let's see. Oh, well. I may not be strong enough for this, which is... I feel like I can do this. Come on. Alright, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Alright, there we are. Okay. Alright, I feel like I can do this. Come on. I think I can do this fight. I think I can do this. Come on. Alright, easy. Man, this guy just touches me and I explode. Okay, so I can definitely hit the shadow. Alright, take that guy out of the fight. Alright, come on. Okay, I may be too weak for this. Well. Ah, there we are. Alright. We should probably power up at some point. I do kind of like teleporting around. It's very funny. Should probably find my office.
It's locked.
Oh. New hint about Pippa. Oh. Alright, well. As well. So our office is on the second floor.
Not now.
Alright. It's ominous.
It's locked.
Can't really do anything up there. Or up there. Okay. Give me that. Ooh. Hacksaw. Interesting.
I cannot enter. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
An article on Ekans. What? Interesting. Definitely our strongest weapon. What? Oh, does this switch outfits? That's interesting. I think I'll keep that for now. Anything else I can grab? Hmm. Oh, I can get health pots. That's kind of cool.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Hmm. Hmm. All right. I should probably level up. Stamina, health. That's not bad. Fast regen, that's pretty good. Yeah, you know, let's do that. Serums and bullets. Alright, well, let's get more blood off a bite. Oh, wow. Get a ton of blood. Jeez. Well, if I'm doing stun, I should probably increase my bite damage. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Alright. Here's how I select. Oh yeah, that's right. I do have the big scythe. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, because it takes up an offhand slot. Maybe I'll just keep that for now. Anyways, maybe it's a good time to take a break.